What's going on, guys? Tournzy with here today. Welcome back to another NHL 17 video. Jumping into another franchise mode playthrough with the Edmonton Oilers here. As you can see, or if you watched the last stream, you will know that we are in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals against the Boston Bruins here. And I promised a full game simulation, so that's what we're going to be doing in this video. Before we do that, we have a couple things to do. I can't, unfortunately, let's be demanding, of course. Everything or nothing tonight, boys. It's the last game of the season for both teams tonight, so let's give it our all. Let's go make sure our lines are in order, and then we're going to be jumping into that full game simulation. And I love watching that, because then I'm going to know exactly who needs it. Oh no, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins got injured. I completely forgot about that. Let's see the best lines. I guess these are the best lines. Okay, so PRV's in at center. Do we have Fleury? Do we have anybody in the minors that can maybe come up and play? Okay, I'd maybe just rather keep him on that line. Okay, that's fine. What about defense? Defense, do we have any serious injuries? No, we seem to be fine on defense. It just seems we got hit with the injury bug on offense, or at least RNH is gone, and one of our fourth-line wingers. In net, it should be Evan Fitzpatrick as usual. The guy's been lights out this whole playoff run, so yeah, guys, we're going to be jumping into Game 7. I'm fired up. I hope you guys are fired up too. I can't upgrade and maintain anything right now just because I don't have enough money. Hopefully we get a little bit more in the off-season, or just for winning the cup here. So computer on computer game, here we go, guys. Edmonton Oilers against the Boston Bruins. And this is huge, guys. This is a huge game, obviously, for the Stanley Cup. I'm hoping we can win that Stanley Cup. We've been in this franchise for about 4 years now, so we've completely revamped it. We've brought in a lot of free agents. We've made a lot of trades for better defensemen, better goalies. We pretty much completely revamped the defensive core as well as our goaltenders, and we've brought in a ton of free agents on forward. But anyways, we're in Boston here, so we're in enemy territory, unfortunately. Let's skip past, sorry, Mike Emmerich and Eddie Olczyk. We're going to be, oh yeah, we want to see from the true broadcast setting. I always forget to do this for you guys. Let's just go straight to, where's audio and visual? Okay, visual, true broadcast, that's what we want to see, guys. I wonder what broadcast looks like in comparison. But here we go. So opening face-off, we got McDavid against Patrice Bergeron. Can we win the face-off? I know you can, McDavid. You're a beast, and he does. Back to Reinhardt, getting it in deep with Lucic here, rimming around the boards, over to Everly, gets pinned on the wall, and he gets it back. Is he going to throw it to the point? Yes, he is. Shoot that on net. Shoot that on net, Reinhardt. Shoot it on net, Provorov. Hey, and he misses the net. Okay, back to McDavid. Back to the point. Back to McDavid. Over in the slot. And we got to scramble. Can we get the puck? No, we can't. So they get it up to Atkinson. Atkinson's been one of their best scorers so far, the whole year, really. Even the last couple of years, he's been one of the top scorers. A little bit of an awkward save there by Fitzpatrick. Connor McDavid leading the charge. Oh, what are we going to see from Connor McDavid? And he turns it over at the blue line, unheard of from a 95 overall player. Can Reinhardt recover? Yes, he can. Over to Provorov. Back to McDavid. Oh, nice try. That was a nice try on the drop pass. Just barely went offside there. Oh, this game's huge, guys. I'm fired up. We better win the cup this year.
There's anticipation, there's nervousness, there's jitteriness.
All right, Boston coming down, getting it in deep.
To their most comfortable place of the game is the team that's going to win.
Darnell Nurse, Nurse. Over to Draisaitl in the neutral zone. Not sure what Draisaitl's doing. Get it up. Get it up. Ehlers back to Nurse. Over to Nyquist. And so Nyquist is on the second line for this game, just because obviously there was a couple injuries and he had to come up. But Nolan Patrick's also slotted in the third line, which is a big chance for him. Oh, and the guy misses the net. Number 10 on the Bruins. I'm not sure who that is, but that was a good first opportunity. I think that was the best scoring chance of the game so far. McQuaid coming in. Save. Nice save. 2 saves by Fitzpatrick. He let kind of a loose rebound out there, but he did recover, and he gets the whistle. All right. So defensive zone face-off, we win it. Jones rims it around the boards here. And Reichel bringing it up the boards. And I like this line of Reichel and Nolan Patrick, 2 big power forwards on the same line, dominating the other team physically. Oh, Janmark, is that a goal? No! So close to the first goal of the game. Janmark couldn't sneak it by Tuukka Rask there. So I'm not really gonna like watch the yeah, I'm not gonna really watch the cinematics. There's no point really. Jones with a shot on net, and we get the first goal of the game. Was that a tip by Nolan Patrick? It looks like it was. So Nolan Patrick wins the draw, goes to the front of the net, and gets the first goal of the game, 4th goal of the playoffs for this young man, and he was the first overall pick, I think, 3 years ago. What a tip. What hand-eye coordination to get that goal. Unbelievable. And that's going to put us ahead in the Stanley Cup Finals here, guys. That's what I like to see. Let's keep it going. Jumping into, so about halfway through the first period, and we have the lead, guys. So things are looking good. A nice shot by Ethan Barry. Yeah, we're keeping this freaking line out. Over to Yanmark. Get a shot on net. Weak shot on net, and Tuukka Rask's going to cover that. No, he's going to give it out to Miller. To Kolkachev, over to Vetrano. And Vetrano coming down the wing. He's going to stop up, give it back to Kolkachev, and they're going to turn it over. Kirby Reichel through the neutral zone. Just going to get it in deep, or is he? Still getting it in deep. He's got a chance here. Oh, and he tries to go 5-hole, but a good save by Tuukka Rask. Okay, Bruins coming through the neutral zone, just getting in deep. They know they're outmatched right now. Alright, Slepyshev. We've got our 4th line out there now, guys. Slepyshev stopping the neutral zone to throw people off, but then he gives it to Pujärvi, who's going to control it. Over to Slepyshev. Can he shoot that puck, Slepyshev? What are you doing, man? Right in the slot and you're just waiting? Are you kidding me? What a joke. That could have been put us up 2-0. This is Game 7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, man. Like, fuck, do you want to get traded for next year? You just might, my friend. You just might, Slepyshev. So Tuukka Rask out to play the puck. He's going to play it off the boards, and they kind of have a half B-way. No, it doesn't look like it. Reinhardt's getting back. Nice sharp save by Fitzpatrick there. Wasn't too harsh of an angle or too good of a scoring chance, but you never know, guys. You never know in these simulations. Holy, what the hell is the Bruins team doing there? Jesus. They almost scored on themselves. Alright, let's skip past that. I mean, hopefully there'll be a good cinematic maybe at like during the period intermissions where it shows like the score clock or something. Anyways, in enemy territory, up 1-0 with about 4 minutes left in the first period. We got our first line back out there. Lucic pinning the left winger, right winger on the boards. Eberle, shoot that puck, man. Over to Lucic. Back to Eberle. Tries to go across to McDavid, but it didn't go through. Nice hit by Lucic. Taking the body, baby. No prisoners. He's been a force all series, all playoffs, really. And it's been good to see. That was a dangerous pass by Provorov. I guess it worked, so I shouldn't complain. But Lucic over to Eberle. Why is Eberle playing center? I'm not sure. Give it to McDavid. Over to McDavid. Back to the point. Shoot that, Schuster. Hey! Schuster with the 2nd goal of the game, assisted by McDavid and Jordan Eberle. There we go, baby. So up 2-0 in the Stanley Cup Finals. Don't want to get too excited here, but we're in Game 7, guys. I mean, we should be getting excited. There we go. Just a blast from Andre Schuster. Got to put us up 2-0, and that's what I like to see, baby. No chance for Tuukka Rask there. Just some bad D-zone coverage by the Boston Bruins, and we're up 2-0 here, guys. 2 minutes left in the first period. Let's just go into the second intermission with the lead. That's all I want, guys, and I know we can do it. So Draisaitl keeping the pressure on, almost causing a turnover at their blue line, but they're coming in 3-on-3. Krejci's going to go offside. Come on, Krejci, what are you doing, my friend? All right. So Leon Draisaitl on the draw is going to tie up. Ehlers going to get the puck. It's going to go up to Nyquist, and he's just going to get it in deep. He knows there's a minute left in this period. And let's set up the trap, boys. 1-2-2. 1-2-2. And Ehlers, where you going, man? That was your guy. Well, at least Nyquist gets back. They're coming in. Oh, and they get the 2-1 goal. That was, I was going to have to blame Ehlers on that one. Not sure why he completely switched sides, but that guy was coming down his wing, and they score with 3.7 seconds left in the first period of the Stanley Cup Final Game 7, and that's Krejci's 8th goal of the playoffs. So Vander Kane just going to go back to Krejci, and no chance for Fitzpatrick there. There's a crowd of bodies, and I'm going to have to blame that one on Ehlers. That's definitely Ehlers' fault. Despite being 88 overall, that defensive awareness not a very high, clearly. So 3.7 seconds left, guys. Let's just get through this.
Edmonton's got another face-off win. Hammers one.
All right. So I'm just going to wait through the cinematics just in case a cool thumbnail comes up.
Scored, but there is a lead to carry into the locker room. These two teams are separated by just a goal.
Just a goal. Despite going up 2-1, they get it back. See, that was the first chance. I thought they were going to score in that one, but pretty exciting first period, to be honest. 3 goals. And, yeah, fuck. Eilers, what were you doing, man? What were you doing? Look at the bear. Get out of here. I don't know what his real name is, but anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the second period here, guys.
One period down, another period beckons here. What did you think of the first?
Alright, so we switch ends, and we're starting our first line as usual against Shrewsbury's Ron McDavid. Wins the draw again, and that's what I like to see. Back to McDavid. He tried to get it in deep, but Lucic got in the way. Lucic's going to hammer it in. Back to the point to Reinhardt. Take that shot, Provorov. Take that shot, Reinhardt. Come on. Alright, so Reinhardt takes the shot and misses the net. Would have liked it if he took it a bit earlier. Come on, cause a turnover here, guys. Cause a turnover. Get it, Everly. There we go. Everly in the corner. He's walking over to Lucic, and a one-timer gets blocked by Zaboral. Patrice Bergeron up to Seth Griffith. Coming in 3-on-2. Seth Griffith dangling. Takes a slap shot. Nice save by Evan Fitzpatrick. Provorov coming up. Giving it to Lucic. Lucic coming in 3-on-2. Get a shot. Over to McDavid. Back to Lucic. And we got the third goal of the game. What a give and go. Shake and bake, baby. Look at that playoff beard. Absolutely phenomenal. So Lucic coming in on the 3-on-2. Cuts to the middle. Gives it to McDavid. Goes to the net. Gets it back from McDavid. And goes backhand. Low blocker on Tuukka Rask. Nice goal there. Nice dish by Lucic. Nice dish by McDavid. And great finish by Lucic. That's what I like to see, baby. So coming up clutch against his old team, Milan Lucic with the huge playoff beard too. Provorov got an assist too. So 3 goals so far for this young Edmonton team. Gustav Nyquist in the neutral zone. Turns it over to Bergeron, and looks like they're going to ice this puck. Okay, so I really wish I could change the lines, guys. That's one thing I hate. I know you guys have heard me say it in the other in the other episodes, but why can't I change the lines? You know, why can't I do it? Anyways, so second line's out there. Draisaitl gonna win this face-off, or he's gonna tie off Eilers. Over to Gustav Nyquist, and there's the 4th goal of the game for the Edmonton Oilers. What a snipe, and looks like Nyquist is an A too. I mean, I guess that makes sense considering the guy's getting paid like $7.5 million. 5th goal of the playoffs for Gustav Nyquist, so great tie-up by Draisaitl, and then Eilers over to Nyquist, and absolutely no chance for Tuukka Rask. One-timer from one of the best snipers in the game. Right from the slot. Torrey Krug's found in no man's land, and that's going to put us up, guys, 4-1. Absolutely killing it right now. I don't think I could have pictured this game going any better, except maybe if Fitzpatrick would have had a shutout, but it's still early. There's plenty of hockey to play, guys, and there's definitely a chance that we can still lose this game. We just have to make sure that we're not just playing defense, we're playing with a purpose, and we're not trying to not make mistakes. We're just going out there and playing some good offensive speed hockey. So it looks like the Bees got some pressure here. Miller's going to dump it down to Krejci, who's over to Evander Kane. That was close. That could have gone in. So Nurse is battling with Pasternak, ends up losing the puck over to Kane, and he's going to shoot it wide. Suster is going to give it to Nurse, up to Draisaitl, moving through the neutral zone, coming in 3-on-2, and Nyquist just going to dump it in deep because they had some good back pressure. Nice pressure by Draisaitl. He's going to go around, and backdoor pass to Eilers. Nice save by Tuukka Rask there.
With this puck being so close to net, this is all
David Krejci coming up, baby. Coming up. Game 7. What's he going to do? Skates around the net. And missed pass by Krejci to Miller. Alright, so we get the puck. They turn it over, and Nolan Patrick's bringing it through the neutral zone. Just gets it deep. He knows what his role is. Alright, nice shot there. So Miller up to Kane. Kane's been the most dangerous of the Bruins so far. He's got an assist. He's coming over and he tries to center it, but ends up going off the skate, and Fitzpatrick gets the cover. So top 10 in hits, we got Lucic and Reinhardt as the top 2, but then Brandon Carlo number 3 off the Bruins. And I'm pretty sure he turns out to be a pretty good player. I might trade for him in a couple later on seasons. Anyways, Kirby Reichel coming in to help Patrick on the draw, and he's just going to get it up to the neutral zone. Turns it over, but that's okay. Bruins coming through the neutral zone with speed. They're going to dump it in deep. And we got Ethan Bear getting the puck over to Nolan Patrick, who throws it through the middle. Absolutely terrible decision by Nolan Patrick. They got a pretty good scoring chance there. And Kurbarenko's going to throw it back to Bear, who's going to throw it up to Slepyshev. Slepyshev, kind of on a man mark to Slepyshev. To Patrick, shoot that! Hey, I would have shot that personally, but I mean, maybe it was a good decision by him to pass it over to Janmark there. Anyways, let's get by that.
But the goaltender's in good shape.
And we got our fourth line out there, so PRV taking the draw up against Riley Nash. He's going to tie up, and we're going to end up getting the draw. And Slepyshev shoots it on net, but that's too bad. He got saved by Tuukka Rask there. Not too hard of a shot. Guy's only 81 overall, so I'm not sure what they're expecting. Anyways, they're going to dump it in deep here. Morrow gets it. He's going to go back door. No, he isn't, because he loses the puck. So B's got the puck at the point here. Zadorov over to Riley Nash, back to Torrey Krug, slap shot on net, and great save by Evan Fitzpatrick. So, like, the Bruins are definitely getting some good offensive pressure, but we're standing in tall. We're not giving them the best of chances, and Fitzpatrick's making saves when he needs to. So we're getting our first line out there. They turn it over. They still have their fourth line out there. Bad move by them. Everly over to Lucic. Lucic's going to carry it through the neutral zone. He's going to cut, and he's probably going to throw it back to the D, over to Everly, who's going to dangle and taking it behind the net. Taking it behind the net, over to McDavid, and over to Lucic, and there we go, guys. Fifth goal of the game, up 5-1. I don't want to say this game is in the bag, but it's looking that way right now. Look at the one Oiler fan in there wearing a frickin' helmet. Second goal of tonight by Milan Lucic. What a beard. So I think McDavid tried to shoot it there, and it got blocked, and it just went right to Lucic. So kind of just a fortuitous bounce. Regardless, we'll take it. So in the second period here, and we're up 5-1. Are they going to make a goalie change? Yeah, they are. I mean, it's too late, but see you later, Tuukka Rask. Welcome Malcolm Subban to the game. Let's start getting some shots on this guy, boys. You know he's cold. We know he's cold. Alright, so of course we're leaving our first line out there. They've been a beast. They've been a beast this whole game. I think they got 3 goals now. Anyways, McDavid 3 for 3 on the draw against Bergeron. What's Bergeron got, like 90 faceoffs? Boom! Atkinson gets smoked by Griffin Reinhart. Or was it Seth? I think that was Seth Griffith, actually. Not. Anyways, Reinhart's just going to lose the puck. Get it back from McDavid. And shoot that on net, man. Shoot that on net. So Lucic with the puck. With the puck, Lucic. Lucic's been absolutely thrilling, but thriving in the playoffs. But he takes a penalty there against Patrice Bergeron, hooks him, and Atkinson. At least he's chasing for the puck. Atkinson's gonna get it back to the point, but gets smoked by Lucic. Lucic, win that. Okay. So first power play of the game is gonna go to the Boston Bruins here. 6.5 seconds left on the clock in the second period. Hopefully they don't get a good chance here, but I mean, they're going to win the draw in our zone, so see, there's that little hook. Lucic, what are you doing, my man? He's choked. I mean, he's got 2 goals, but I don't know, guys, I don't know. Alright, so we win the draw. Let's just get that down, Jones, and that's going to be the end of the second period here, guys.
Miller's got it on his stick, trying to clear. 2 periods have been played.
There we go. Is there any good cinematics? Give me a good cinematic to use as a thumbnail here. No, I probably won't use that one. Or that one. Maybe that one. Who knows? Anyways, Lucic coming down. Look at that goal by Lucic. Great give and go by McDavid and Lucic. And there's the sole Edmonton Oilers fan in the crowd. Here we go. Going into the third period, up 5-1. I'm going to say Boston's got no chance, but you never know. This is the Stanley Cup Final, Game 7. Anything can happen. We are out shooting them. We're out hitting them. We have a better time on attack. Our passing percentage is better. We even have more penalty minutes than them. And look at those face-offs, 15-3. They've barely won a face-off against us. I mean, we do have a pretty stacked team, I must say. Fear the bear. Fear the oil, my friends. Fear the oil. Alright, start the third period off on the penalty kill. PRV and Draisaitl. And Draisaitl wins the draw, but Nurse gives it up in the neutral zone. Atkinson coming down. He had a clear lane to the net, but he didn't take it. Anyways, PRV dumps it down. There we go, baby. Oilers are up 5-1 against the Boston Bruins here in the third period. The Bruins are on the power play. Stretch pass to Griffith, who's going to give it over to Krejci. Gets a shot on net. Nice save by Fitzpatrick. PRV. Nurse hits Krejci in the head, and we dump it down. There we go, guys. So 30 seconds left in the penalty here. Torrey Krug's going to bring it up over to Zaboral, up to Griffith, bringing it into the attacking zone. And he's going to go wide. He's going to give it to Krejci, and Krejci, nice save by Fitzpatrick. Gets a quick one off there. And Lucic is back on the ice, so back to 5-on-5. Block that. And Atkinson gets it right in the slot off a block. And he's going to bring them within 3. Kind of just an unfortunate bounce there. But Atkinson buries it to make it 5-2, guys. So 17 minutes left. This is definitely doable for them to come back. You know what I mean? I'm not going to rule anything out. We need to keep playing hard. We need to keep getting that puck in deep. And we need to keep making sure we're playing hard, making the right decisions when we get the puck, and not any turnovers in the gray areas around the blue line. Anyway, Seth Griffith, Cam Atkinson with the goal there, his 5th of the playoffs. Oilers win yet another draw. My God. Anyways, we got our second line out there. They got their first line. Atkinson with a huge goal for them. Reinhardt's going to body him off the puck up to Ehlers, who's going to give it over to Nyquist. Nyquist's going to carry it in, and he's going to take a shot, and he's, oh my God, we're absolutely dominating this game. Was that the first shot on Subban? I think it was. And he just goes top right on Malcolm Subban, slap shot from the top of the circles, and not much he can do there. Second goal of the game for Gustav Nyquist. This guy wants a cup. That's why he signed with Edmonton. If you guys actually remember, Nyquist said he didn't want to sign with our team because he didn't think we could win. And we're in the Stanley Cup final of Game 7. What a piece of shit, you know what I mean? And he's got 2 goals in the game. Whatever, at least he signed with the team. We should hopefully get him on a better contract after this year. But that Stanley Cup, boys, it looks like it's in sight. That Stanley Cup looked like it's in sight here. And McDavid's going to lose that draw against Bergeron. They still have their first line out there. Oh, huge hit by Provorov on Seth Griffin. That looks like it's going to take him out of the game here. Fitzpatrick's going to cover, and it looks like we'll get another penalty. Didn't see what it was for.
Edmonton's roster goes down by 1 here.
What was it for, Lucic? What was it for?
This was okay about 10 years ago. Not anymore. That's a hooking
Okay,
goal.
so the injury wasn't the actual penalty. That might be a good thumbnail right there.
Power play gets another chance to operate.
All right, so second power play for the Boston Bruins here, and they need this one badly. They've only got 15 minutes left in the 3rd period. Carlo with a nice shot on net, but it gets blocked. Ethan Bear, what are you doing, Ethan Bear? Oh my God. I'm going to have to trade this guy after the season, guys. He turns up with the puck right on the goal line, puts it in off of our goalie, and that's going to make it 6-3, and David Pasternak's going to get that unassisted goal. Milan Lucic, so Ethan Bear, what are you doing here? Look at this. Oh, what are you doing, Ethan? So it looks like he just got checked by Pasternak right there, but regardless, he should have gone behind the net there. I don't know what the hell he's thinking. Alright, so they're within 3 again, guys, and there's 15 minutes left. That's plenty of time to score 3 goals. I'm not shaking it in my boots, but definitely a little bit to worry about. Nick Ehlers going to bring it wide. Oh, that was almost a nice tic-tac-toe back to Nyquist for the hat-trick. Over to Nyquist. Oh, Nyquist getting a ton of chances here. Schuster bringing it in deep. Over to Ehlers. Oh, backdoor pass to Draisaitl gets saved by Malcolm Subban. Adam McQuaid's going to bring it up through the neutral zone here. 3-on-2. Bringing it in deep. Goes for the dangle. Gets stripped to the puck. Darnell Nurse going to take it away from him in the corner. Up to Nyquist. Oh, you can beat him, man. Hustle around. Okay, so he tried to go top right again there. And that's not going to work 2nd time in a row. Malcolm Subban, no, where is he shooting that time?
An excellent glove stop on a relatively easy shot, but he's in perfect position to make
Yeah, I mean, he was way deeper than he was in the first shot, so... Anyways, 12 minutes to go here. Look at those faceoffs. 18-5. Absolutely dominating them in the faceoff circle. And as soon as I say that, we lose a faceoff. So Vetrano carrying it through the neutral zone here. Probably just going to get it deep. No, he's not. He's going to cut to the middle, and he's going to go over to Miller, and Miller's going to miss the net on the slap shot. Kolkachev back down to Trennan. Pass gets intercepted by Jordan Eberle, and he's going to skate through the neutral zone and probably just he's trying to dangle. Gets it in deep, though. Chasing after his own dump, and going to pin someone in the boards there. Eberle over to Lucic. Lucic walking up the wall, over to Jones, over to Bear. Bear shoots it on net, and nobody in front to deflect it or screen Malcolm Subban, so that one's going to get saved. 6-3, 9 minutes left. 9 miles to go here, boys. Come on. We don't need any more goals. We just need to play some good defense. McDavid on the draw. McDavid ties him up, and Vetrano comes in and gets the puck for the Boston Bruins there. So skating into the attacking zone, the Bruins got the puck, and Bear is going to bot him off the puck, making up for his goal against his own team there. Lucic bringing it into the attacking zone. Shoot that Lucic, shoot that Lucic. Trying to dangle, and oh, that almost went all the way over to McDavid for a goal. Alright, so putting our third line out there. It's been a while since they've been out here. Let's go ahead and win that draw, baby. And Nolan Patrick's going to get bodied off the puck in the draw in the center circle. 7 minutes to go. The Bruins bringing it into the attacking zone. Riley Nash around the boards, or around the net. Morrow on net. Nice save by Fitzpatrick. Nolan Patrick over... Oh, I can't pronounce that guy's name.
Moving well with it out of their own end.
All right, Morrow strips someone off the puck. Sarnik. I'm going to call him Sarnik, okay, guys? Provorov over to Reichel. Reichel's going to throw it dangerously to Janmark through the middle. 5 minutes to go. 5 miles to go until we win that Stanley Cup, boys. Here we go. Patrick in the offensive zone. Griffin Reinhart back to Patrick. Over to Kirby Reichel. Gets stoned. Janmark back to the point. Provorov shoot that on net. Misses the net. It's going to go wide. Kirby Reichel retrieves it up to Reinhardt, who's going to shoot it on net and miss the net. All right. Morrow over to Sarnik. 2 minutes left, guys. 2 miles. All right. 2 minutes to go here. Carlo back down to Morrow.
Around to the corner.
Morrow around the behind the net. Back to the point. Blocked shot in front, and it gets cleared to the corner. Morrow's going to recover it, throw back to the point. Miller is going to shoot it on net, and it's going to get saved by Fitzpatrick. What a save. 1 minute to go here, guys. Come on, let's make sure we're playing good defensively. So Seth Griffith and Patrice Bergeron both topping goals there, but right behind them we got Nick Ehlers and, fuck, I missed who the other guy was. Anyways, we're going to win that D-zone draw. Fleury, with the first touch of the game, just gets it in deep. He knows what he's got to do. There's only a minute left in the game here, guys. The Stanley Cup, it's coming back to Edmonton. PRV is going to retrieve it, but get pinned by, oh, okay, that's a penalty on them for sure. So 30 seconds left, and they're going to take a penalty. That's pretty much going to seal the deal, guys. We're going on the power play with 34 seconds to go.
Bergeron's got a minor penalty. He'll sit 2 minutes for high sticking.
You carry your stick around like that more times than not, you're going to end up in the box.
All right, so offensive zone face-off here. We got our first unit out there, Eberle, Nyquist, and McDavid. Reinhardt over to Nyquist, over to Fleury. Shoot that Fleury, hey! And that was his second touch of the game, and he almost freaking scored.
The goaltender from this area of the ice. Great save.
All right. So 26 seconds left here, guys. Come on, let's get another goal just for shits. Let's get another goal. Win that face-off, McDavid. Eberle comes in but loses the puck to Zaboro. Gets the puck back after battling with him. Kicks it. He's going to kick it up. Kicks it to Nyquist. Nyquist back to the point. Nice shot. Was that Fleury again? I think it was. All right. 15 seconds to go here, guys. Come on. We got it in the bag. Leaving our first unit out there. Nyquist shoots it on net. Gets blocked by Carlo. 12 seconds left. 10 seconds left. They're going to dump it in. Reinhardt gets back. It looks like that Stanley Cup is coming back to Edmonton, boys. There it is. The Stanley Cup champions, the Edmonton Oilers in 2019, or is it 2020? I'm not sure. 4th or 5th year of this GM mode, and we finally get the cup under our belt. It was a long one, but great battle by the Boston Bruins. I definitely got to respect them for what they did. Took us 7 games to get the cup, but they got overwhelmed by the talent on this team. You know, too many elite players on offense and defense. And that ginge of a starter, does he get the Conn Smythe? Damn right he does. Goals against average of 1.79 and a save percentage of .93. Damn right that guy's getting the Conn Smythe. But PRV, not even the captain, is going to lift the Stanley Cup for the boys here. Here we go. There it is, guys. raising the Stanley Cup in enemy territory. Why did it didn't have a cinematic? What the hell was that? There was no cinematic. What am I supposed to use as the thumbnail now? Are you kidding? What the hell? Well, that's a piss off. What the hell, man? Anyways, Stanley Cup coming back to Canada for the first time since 1993, boys. That was the last time that it was brought to Canada by the Montreal Canadiens. The next time it was done by the Edmonton Oilers in 2020. There it is. Let's have a quick team meeting, end of the year meeting here, boys. And what are my options here? So I hope you enjoyed your bit of time with the Stanley Cup on the ice. And it feels great. Let's not be content with this one. I want to meet. I want more before I call it a career. Absolutely, we're going with that. And that's only going to fire up a Cale Fleury. Nobody else really gave a shit. Look at all this leadership in the room. Provorov, Everly, Pjarvi, Kirby Reichel, Cale Fleury, Gustav Nyquist, Evan Fitzpatrick, and Connor McDavid. The franchise centerman. There it is, guys. This Edmonton Oilers are Stanley Cup champs for the first time since the 80s. Screw Wayne Gretzky. It's all about Connor McDavid now. And yeah, there we go, guys. Let's go ahead and do a quick wrap-up of the stats. See who performed on our team. See who didn't. But yeah, we take it in 7 games against the Boston Bruins. What an exciting series. What an exciting playthrough, guys. That was exciting. So 27 points for McDavid, almost cracking 30 points. That's a very impressive. 12 points by Draisaitl, Hopkins with 10, even though he was injured. Patrick with 6. Left wingers, Lucic leading the way. Milano was injured too, so that's another good player that was out. So we had 2 top 6 players that were out. I mean, and we still scored 6 goals in Game 7. That's incredible. Right wingers, this is where the majority of our points come from. I mean, our right side is stacked here. We may have to get rid of one of these guys for the next year. I'm thinking either Nyquist or Everly, but we'll see what the contract situation is like, and we'll make a decision then. Defensemen, again, not a ton of points coming from the defensemen, but that's because we have such a good offense. I mean, our offense always has the puck. They're not going to throw back to their D-man when they can cycle around and get pucks to the net all the time by themselves. Anyways, Provorov here with 7 points, Nurse with 5. Then we have Caleb Jones, Griffin Reinhart both with 4. Clefbaum was a minus. Guy was injured, only played 4 games. We didn't even need him, man. We didn't even need him. And in goalie, the Conn Smythe winner, Evan Fitzpatrick. You know damn right this guy's a keeper. Vasilevsky may be the odd man out. Look at that goals against average 4. What the hell, Vasilevsky, man? Is he Russian? I forget what he is. Anyways. That's awesome, guys. Let's go ahead and check the team stats as well. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. We had to lead in goals for per game. We're up there, 2.88, so that's pretty good. Goals against, we're second. Power play percentage, we should be up there. Kinda, top 6. Short-handed goals against, only 1. Penalty kill percentage, we definitely were not. Actually, were we? We're kind of like middle of the pack. We had the most short-handed goals, 4 though. 2, tied with the Boston Bruins. Anyways, guys, I'm just going to... I want to leave that there. Let's go ahead and sim to the draft. So, Stanley Cup champions, the Edmonton Oilers. The Calder Cup champions, the Milwaukee Admirals there. And we're going to get anything from the owner here. I want to see if ownership's going to tell us anything. I guess we'll edit our scouting list real quick. I'm fired up, guys. We just won the Stanley Cup. How often does that happen, huh? Not very often. Can we repeat next year? That's the real question. Definitely throw a comment, and if you think we can, or give this video a like. Draft lottery results, definitely we're not going to be in there. We just won the Stanley Cup, boys, and owners still choked that we didn't upgrade the team store. We just won the Stanley Cup, man. Come on. Yeah, let's go ahead and view the retired players. So any big names here? So DeMeo, he retired. Guy was 21. Sad to see you go, my friend. Sad to see you go. He was signed too, wasn't he? Anyway, so let's check out the big names here. We have UC Jokinen, Alexander Steen, David Backus. So 2 big losses for the St. Louis Blues there, which is good for us because they're in the Western Conference. Ryan Suter also decides to retire at 35. Alexander Semin, Yuri Hudler, Antoine Vermette, Stepniak, Giordano, Stage, and Parento, Wisniewski, Como. I'm not going to go through all the guys, but you can pause this at any point in time if you want to see. Goalies, did any of the big goaltenders retire? Let's see. Any big names in goaltending? Henrik Lundqvist, the guy is officially gone. I'm not sure who his replacement is, but that'll be interesting to see. Kari Lettinen also gone. Mike Smith, Ray Emery, Gustafsson, and then it kind of drops off after that. Anyways, guys, I'm not going to edit the Pro Scout thing. We're at the draft here. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you enjoyed, if you liked that the Edmonton Oilers have brought the Stanley Cup back to Canada, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.